Jose is an internationally recognized scholar, steadfast public servant, a brilliant inventor. Maybe investor also. A successful entrepreneur. He also holds a record that he may not know about. The longest leave of absence in the College of Engineering history. When Jose took time away to focus on this little spin out that you might have heard of, we placed him on a leave of absence. And every time expired, we just signed a new one, hoping that someday that he'd come back. And I clung to hope that one of these days Jose would return. I actually saw an office with your name on it the other day. And I think I could find that paperwork somewhere, Jose, if you're interested, so you can come see me. The thing is, the reason we would want Jose back is because Jose is sought after worldwide. He is an expert in passive safety system design, testing, and operations for nuclear power plants. His impact is as close to home as right here on campus, and as far-reaching as the United Nations, where he's been a technical expert for the International Atomic Energy Agency. Jose joined the faculty in the College of Engineering in 1987, and his excellence as a researcher and educator led him to found a successful research lab, co-direct a center, and serve as head of the department with nuclear engineering and radiation health physics. And when I came on my first year, Jose was one of my colleagues, along with Terry and a couple others, on the leadership team in the College of Engineering. His leadership on several test facilities exploring the scaling of reactors led to partnerships with agencies like the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission. Jose's work allowed Oregon State to stand out for a time as the only university in the world engaging in nuclear safety certification tests for reactor design licensing. And when I talk about what we've done to build Oregon State's reputation, I'm talking about accomplishments like that. And Jose's work at Oregon State gave rise to NuScale Power, where he co-designed a passively cooled small modular reactor. NuScale's design became the first small modular reactor to receive approval from the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission. And if you don't know anything about the approval process, it's kind of like finding a cure for cancer and getting approved by the FDA while you're hosting the Olympics. And I remember talking to Jose right before the submission, and what was it, 12,000 pages, and it all had to be in 3-ring binders, as I recall, for the NRC. NuScale Power also is a career destination for some of our brightest graduates, and I love that Oregon State engineers can find a home for their talents at a company that shares their OSU roots. Jose's accomplishments and long history of service to Oregon State make me so excited to celebrate him tonight. Please join me in welcoming Jose Reyes into our Engineering Hall of Fame.
Yeah, wow, that came up on me. It's truly an honor to be here, to receive this award, to be part of this Engineering Hall of Fame. I'm truly humbled, and thank you so much, Dean Ashford, for your kind words. I think you took half my speech, so that's good. So, Dean Ashford, colleagues, friends, family, it's really my great pleasure to be with you tonight. This induction to me means a lot, and thank you so much. I'm truly humbled by it. I'd like to thank my wife, Donna. She's supported me and encouraged me for 51 years we've been together. There likely would not be a NuScale today, would I be receiving this award today without Donna's encouragement. I thank my family, my kids who are here tonight, my grandkids. I thank my colleagues at NuScale, many who are here. Raise your hands over there. So that's kind of cool. And all OSU grads. I thank my church family, my colleagues at NuScale and Oregon State for the dedication, a collaborative spirit, and for the many examples of integrity right here at OSU. So when I started my career at Oregon State in 1987, I would have never imagined co-founding an energy company that would garner $1.8 billion of investment. Yeah, so investment is good. $1.8 billion in investment, and now we're listed on the New York Stock Exchange. As was mentioned, we're the only design to receive a design certification from the NRC, and as we speak tonight, 6 of our reactor vessels and steam generators are being manufactured at Doosan. So those are our first 6. So when I came to OSU in '87, I remember coming for the interview. We had taken a long flight from the East Coast to here, and got food poisoning. So we were both pretty sick. And that morning I said I have to go in for the interviews, and kind of girded myself up and went in. And we had some interviews. It was great. It was such a welcoming and encouraging faculty. It's just a tremendous environment. But then they said, you're the seminar speaker today. I said, I did not know that. So we downloaded my PhD thesis and I presented that, so it worked out well. But it's such a tight-knit group. We all tried to help each other out in our department, and I really appreciated that because that was very special to me. They got me started with $4,000. Yeah, that was my startup funds, $4,000. But over time, we were able to leverage that to build 3 major test facilities. So over time, we got Westinghouse involved and lots of big companies providing funding, and we did some world-class research right here at Oregon State, and we continue to do that. We had the first test in the world to show how this passively safe reactor would work. That was back in May of 2003. Had never been done before. We did it here at Oregon State. I went to sabbatical for a year in Vienna to work for the International Atomic Energy Agency. And while I was there, that was kind of my aha moment. We had this great test facility, a great design sitting here at Oregon State, and I heard we need power, but we can't take it into big chunks. We need something small that we can connect to our grid, that we can afford. And so when I came back in 2005, Dean Ron Adams at the time, he said, you should really try to take what you have in the lab to the market. Yeah, how hard could that be? Yeah, take it to the market. So this entrepreneurial spirit at OSU was something that, for me, I had never imagined ever going into business. I was an academic. Before that, I was a regulator. So Dean Adams connected me with a business mentor, Paul Lorenzini. Paul, are you here? Paul's here. Paul's right there. So Paul, of course, was inducted into the Engineering Hall of Fame in 2006. So I feel I'm in very good company. In 2007, after getting the technology investment ready, Paul and I founded NuScale Power with the goal of commercializing the small modular reactor. Paul retired from NuScale in 2012. But over the years, we've built a tremendous workforce. And I'm going to borrow some of Ross Snuggerud's words here. We are part of the nuclear industry. We have hired people and moved them. We have them on the East Coast, the West Coast. We have people from the nuclear industry, from the military, from utilities, from vendors, from regulators, from research labs. We have a tremendous, tremendous capability in our company. A combined total of over 4,000 years of nuclear industry experience, over 500 years of nuclear reactor operator experience. We are a powerhouse. About 40% of our employees are engineers in the 20s and 30s, so we have a very vibrant and energetic group. And with regards to innovation, we started the company with 3 base patents. And today we have over 650 patents, either granted or pending in 20 countries. Innovation is part of our DNA, and that comes from here. So frankly, we need innovation. The world needs our help. They need clean water, they need clean power, they need carbon-free electricity, and that's what we're offering. One of our modules can produce 77 megawatts of clean electricity. Our 12-module plant, almost a gigawatt. One of our modules can produce about 50 metric tons of hydrogen per day. Our 6-module plant could power an entire petrochemical plant. One of our modules can desalinate 77 million gallons of water per day. 4 of those modules are enough to provide water to all of Cape Town, South Africa. About 4 million people. We're doing some amazing things. We have the technology, we can have a great impact. So this is something that to me is very exciting. So I'm pleased that NuScale has maintained a vibrant research collaboration with OSU. And together we can continue to build a legacy of innovation that will improve the quality of life for people around the world. And so with that, I want to thank you again, and go Beavs.